আমি অনুরোধ করবো মালবিকা ব্যানার্জিকে কিছু বলার জন্য। আমি আরও একবার গল্পের বই তুলে নিয়েছি। এবছর কলকাতা লিটারেরি মিটের পর অনেক বছর বাদে, সত্যি বলছি, একটুও মিথ্যা না, অনেক বছর গ্যাপ ছিল, গল্পের বইটা পড়া হচ্ছিল না, বই পড়া হচ্ছিল না, ডিজিটালি ঢুকেছিলাম দুনিয়ার ভেতরে। আরও একবার বইটাকে ফিরিয়ে আনার জন্য থ্যাংক ইউ। ওভার টু ইউ।
I'm a Malayali. I was born and raised in Kolkata. আমি বাঁকুড়ায় জন্মেছি আর right through school and college I was a decent student, but I had no ambition. I just was very happy to get married and have kids and just lead a good life. Wasn't terrible to look at, so I knew that I would get a reasonably well-off husband. So this was the plan. But it was my professors. My mother was disappointed at my lack of ambition, but she could live with it. But it was my professors, my high school teachers, who would get very upset by my complete lack of drive. And they would keep telling my mother that, you should push your daughter. Why is she like this? And, others in the class are saying, we want to become IS officers, we want to become professors, we want to become the heads of multinational corporations. And she says, I want to become a primary school teacher. And that too, when we say any job, you can't just say homemaker. So this is how I started my journey with zero ambition. But if there's anything that made me do work, it was the fact that I was a dreamer. In fact, I have certain talents which are worthy of something. So I was determined to be on the front page, edit page, every page, sports page. And I would work 14 hours a day. And my bosses used to be amazed at the fact that I would go home, which was a working women's hostel, at 2 and be in office again next day at 9:30. So after 2 years, they made me come back and head the Kolkata. At that time, Asian Age was giving other papers a run for their money. And then I also decided, then that other gene started clicking that, I need to get married, I need to have kids. So I decided to come back and I came back to Calcutta. I married, worked for 1 more year in the newspaper, at which point I'm extremely passionate about sports. I've always loved watching sports and my secret dream was to become a test match umpire because I knew I wasn't good enough to play the game. So in 1998, my husband Jeet and I started a sports marketing company where he would do all the marketing and I would do all the player interviews, managing, etc. And that was the story then from 1998 to 2011. So I worked with Imran Khan, now in jail, Viv Richards, still gorgeous as ever, Steve Waugh, one wonderful man, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, well, sometimes nice, sometimes not so nice, the works. And I never thought about women's rights. It never bothered me that I never represented women. I never worked with women sportsmen. There weren't that many. Occasionally, I've done one project with Martina Navratilova in the early 2000s. I never involved myself with anything about women's rights. But in 2010, we faced a very messy court case with a sports person, which totally put me off sports. And another thing happened. Like if you look across at that building and at the washing that is hanging there, you will see there is no sari. You can just look at it. When we were growing up, the washing that hung out of every household, whether it was in Alipur, Boro Bazaar or Kalighat, had one sari which would be snaking down the balcony. And out of this concern about the changing landscapes of our buildings, and indeed the fact that the sari was not as visible as it should be, Bailoom was born. So that started one journey in 2011. Around the same time, I had gone to Jaipur and seen the literature festival, and I was like, Jaipur, great palaces, wonderful Bandhani, but books, are you sure? So I thought, this is the city that really deserves a lit fest where people who are Nobel laureates, Booker Prize winners, Gyanpith awardees, young authors, music which is inspired from, even Lopati has been kind enough to perform at the Lidge Meet. Everything should be brought together, kind of a sensory overload should be presented to the city. Ota Theke, we started Kolkata Literary Meet. So 2011, the year I turned 40, I started Bailoom along with Bappa and Rumi. And 2012, I started the Kolkata Literary Meet. And I still am, I have some handshaking distance with sports marketing. So my journey is only about happenstance. And I feel that my Gurujan, my teachers were the ones who really kind of inspired me and in some ways pressurized me to find parts of myself, aspects of myself that have led me to whatever little success I have. And I started engaging with women's events only after 2012 when Nirbhaya happened. And this troubled me. I started engaging with women's rights around that time. I've been more conscious about how I hire, how I treat other women. I can't say no to women. I'm much nicer to women than I am to men. And I'm the mother of 2 sons. And I think that's a greater responsibility than anything because women will be treated well not because they have power, but because men know how to be men around powerful women. That is as important as empowering our girls to make men realize that girls are and will be more and more empowered. So this is my journey. There is no real learning from it. It's just that I feel that one should follow one's passions, enjoy what one does, not take oneself too seriously, and be kind to the world. And sometimes the world, the universe is kind to you as well.